Morning, chat. Good morning. Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to do YouTube Premium. And why has my advert suddenly got volume on it? Good morning, chat. That were a bit of an anticlimax. I was going to wind you up saying I didn't have volume, and me YouTube went and played. Morning, Ed. Morning, EDM. Hope you're all well today. It is sweltering. Morning,
PCDD, little shit.
morning, Farm Tech, and good morning, Tom. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me just turn that down a bit. I don't know if that's working yet. It's on number 20. Good morning, all. Gosh, morning, Gear. Coughing a little bit this morning. I am morning, Dave, on Twitch as well. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am feeling decidedly iffy today. I was feeling a bit iffy on the stream. I can't remember what day, Monday when I streamed, and I've come kind of downhill. I think I might have COVID. Feel absolutely dreadful, absolutely dreadful. So I thought yesterday, instead of going for a run, I'll go for a bike ride. So I thought I'll set off on a short 10k bike ride and end up doing like 25k. I'm feeling it today a little bit, all depleted and whatnot. And my dog's just come to see me. Why have you come to see me? You head up, Taylor, up, stand up, up. Here. They're all on camera. Look, they're all up there. Yeah, right. Go and lay down. Go lay down. So, oh God, my legs, terrible. Oh, bless you. Take a day off. You shaved. Were you on a date? I was. Do you like this? I was going to grow the beard, but obviously I've shaved the entire package. I am now looking trim. To do that, I was just getting too warm. It was probably at a stage, because I think it was about 2 weeks. It was probably at a stage where it was going to turn into a bit of a beard. But no, it was irritating and everything else. So I thought I'd cut my hair, get a shave, and everything else. And now I'm a beautiful girl. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Tom. You are talking to me, aren't you? Yeah, you, Tom. Beautiful girl. That's what you call me on a weekend. Oh, dog's coming back to see me now because I've just clicked. Yeah, don't need to do that. Stay in there. Stay in there. They're all flirting with you. They only come for you, I tell you. No good wagging your tail saying, but that's who they want. They want me. Just move out of the way. Let me talk to him, Dad. Speak. 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 No, she says, I'm not going to perform. Not performing this morning. She's been out for a walk this morning. So I'm a little bit coffee this morning, a little bit that. I thought I would stream today because I'm at I'm indisposed tomorrow and Friday. And on Saturday, going down to see a friend on Saturday. And then Sunday is Grand Prix Day, Silverstone. So I will be, I'll be watching that, not attending, just watching. Watching the Grand Prix. So I've really got everything. And then Monday back onto treadmill again, isn't it, doing this? There we go. Too hot for that. It is far too hot. She needs a biscuit to bark. She does. We've just been onto the field, and there was another lady on there trying to train a dog, and she was giving it all commands. And as I walk, I get Maddie to walk next to me. I don't take a lead. And she went, "Oh God, your dog is so well trained." Who trained? I went, "I trained her myself." Oh, how do you do that? So I was giving her some tips and everything. She said, "Can she have a biscuit?" I went, "Yeah." So she gave her a biscuit and whatnot. But I think a lot of people, when they haven't got a trained dog, don't realise that, it's what dogs want to do. They want to be trained. They want to be obedient. They want to fit in. They want to be accepted as part of the pack. Dogs ain't got the mental capacity to lead. Morning, Ryan. Morning. So we are there, guys. I have had a delivery turn up. I had one of these turn up from AliExpress. Maybe you see this. It's supposedly like a Dyson fan. It's not. It were $3, but it's a little. You can just see it on here, and it's a little fan. And I thought, rather than using my big fan all the time for cooling things down, this is a heck of a lot quieter. So I bought that little rechargeable fan. It's never going to cool you down, but it'll cool the board down. Do you know when we've done a bit of hot air or something similar to that? A lot quieter, rechargeable. So I thought, for $3, give that a shot. So that turned up yesterday. And I've got some other bits turning up, I think, today as well. My boy is very independent, tired, tried training, waste of time. If he sees a rabbit, he's off. Some of them, it's in their instinct. Some of it, Tom, is just in instinct. Yeah, it's a case of trying to fight that instinct with them. That's what it is. They need it's little things to instill discipline rather than big training aspects. So you don't train them to walk next to you or come back to you or do whatever, shut the door if you tell them to, or find remote or telephone when it rings and stuff like that. You train them to listen to you, which is making them sit when you've got a treat in your hand, making them wait, making them this, making them that. So you start with small things. When they're listening to you, you then develop a routine, because that's all it is a routine. The bigger stuff, but yeah, that's what it is. Oh, anyway, I'm going to cook. I've got two in. I've got 2 in or 3 in. 3 in, I can't remember. The one we did on Monday, the late one, which were power supply blown. I spoke to the customer. I did a bit more on that one as well, and quite a few then MOSFETs had shorted through and whatnot. So I just thought, you know, with hassle of ordering a bridge rectifier to match it, there were a couple of diodes. I think there were 2 or 3 iffy MOSFETs as well. I just thought it'd be better to look at a power supply. So I've managed to find a genuine power supply for it for £80. So I spoke to a customer. It's going to be here in a couple of 3 days. I've told him it's probably going to be next week, because obviously I'm not open, and he's happy with that. And we've ordered a power supply, so that one is in the other room, just waiting for the power supply to them. Then we'll just fit the power supply as a unit. Might have another go at getting that board working, but I just don't like working with 240 volts. It always makes me tingle if you touch wrong bits, and not in a good way. You've got him listening in the house, but outside he's just a massive idiot. Anyway, PC repairs. Yeah. Anyway, PC repairs. So I'm going to apologise now if I do cough. I am coughing quite a bit. So we've got this Mac in this morning. This is an old Mac. This is a call that I took on stream, I think last week. We took this on stream, and they've been into Apple Store because they want to buy a new computer. So they went into Apple Store with this and said, look, we're interested in buying a replacement computer for this. Another iMac, the big brand new all shiny version. Can you transfer the data from this to the new one and we'll buy it? And they went, no, I can't do that. It's too old. You'll have to take it to somebody else. So anyway, they brought it to me. We're going to take the data off here. That's all we're going to do today, is take data off here. Don't know whether it works. We need to see if it works. If not, we're going to have to tech drive and everything out. Once we've done that, they were saying to me, I said, why are you going for another Mac? Well, we don't want another Mac, but we thought because we had a Mac already, we had to get another Mac. I went, no. Well, we'd rather have PC. So we're going to build him a brand new PC as well. Got a plan for that one, because they don't want latest generation. They want a bit more of a budget thing. So yeah, we've got we're going to build that. I need to order parts for it, so that's probably going to be next week when we'll build them that. And then I've got another desktop which is sat in the other room, which came in on Monday. That is not working. No display. I think it's GPU, so I might have to do a bit of diagnosing, see if it's GPU. If it is GPU, we'll have a quick look at GPU, see if there's anything standing out to what it is. But it is a 20 series GPU. What's in there? 2060, I think he said. So might need to have a look at that, if it's repairable or not. I'm not the best on GPUs, but we'll cross that bridge as and when. And other than that, at the moment, I've got nothing else in. I have been toying with the idea. I don't know if anybody has seen the hacking websites, where they set you, not hacking, it's like a hacking traceability thing, where they give you a picture and then they'll ask you 20 questions what you've got to find out from this picture. And it'll be things like find the owner's full name, find the Wi-Fi ID this picture was uploaded from, find the username's password. And it's a bit like a puzzle that you get one photograph and you've got to look through metadata, and then you'll find the user who took it, and then you've got to search for user on a different platform like on Twitch or Twitter, and then you look through some of his blog posts, and then it'll give you a clue to where this picture were taken or things like that. And I've been watching quite a few of those videos, and they're really intriguing to give you an understanding on how bad actors, certainly just from one photograph you might upload to social media, can then get an awful lot of information through social engineering means of just traceability from, you know, your metadata in the photo, then linking that to something else, linking that to coordinates where it was taken, for example, and then something else and things like this. And it kind of walks your hand through it. And there's an hour's time limit on them all. And they're earmarked as FBI training hacking video things. There's a couple of websites which host them, completely legal to do, I will stress. So I've been toying with the idea of doing one of them on stream as well. I thought it might just be a bit of a same sort of genre, a bit technology, computer related, but might just give us a little bit of that. But not feeling up to that today, but might have a look at doing one of them, because I do find it pretty intriguing. Probably takes me back to the days where a bit of water driving and stuff like that as well. But I've probably forgot more than I've done. But if you've not seen those videos, they're worth watching, because they are really clever how they'll go about it. Just to say, just from one, I think one of them was just the you know, the Windows XP Rolling Hills desktop, and that was the only clue that you had, and they had to from that drag a load of information, then link it on and whatnot. I think there was 8 questions on there to that, but again, it exposes as humans how susceptible we are to releasing security information even when we don't know, because I think they find out his password because he'd put it in one of his blog posts, names of his cats or something like that, I don't know. So they tried that as his password, and his password with that. So a bit crazy, but I thought we'd give that a try on one of the future streams, something a bit different, and maybe an evening stream or something like that. Anyway, let's go. I will try and mute when I cough. Let's get on with this. There was something else I wanted to do as well. I can't remember what it was. I've had another. Obviously, most of you are aware I do this as a daily business. This is what I do for work, and it's becoming increasingly frustrating. And it's going to be a bit of a rant now. I've had 5 people this month who's agreed to have work done. I've worked on the computer, and 5 has now not turned up to collect and just gone completely off the radar. So there's probably, I don't know, close to £350–400 worth of work there this month, where people just think, yeah, we'll agree to work and then not pick it up. I don't know if that's a trend for whatever other reason. I've never known it as bad, but it's progressively getting worse month in, month out. So it's just absolutely appalling where people think they can just say, yeah, get that done, and that's on shelf waiting for them to collect. You know, you've outlaid your time, your parts, your money, and they just think it's fine. It's, in my view, it's wrong. Might have a different view, but if they've got no intent of paying, just let me know, or don't agree to work. Yeah, but it's getting progressively worse. I've never known it as bad as this. I've been doing this 30 years, working with customers and so on. Right, let's get on with this. And some of them are like 50–60 quid jobs. It's not like I'm breaking bank. And some of them, computers I've worked on, are worth several £100s, and they're still not picking them up. Yeah. Anyway. Where are we going on this? Enough moaning, enough complaining. Oh, right. Let me scroll down there. I think we are where it is. So this one is just, as I say, data whatchamacalliting, and seeing if this works. They have brought me the mouse and keyboard. The gentleman who owns this is 93 years old. And I did say to him, I said, well, if you get an half-decent PC, it's probably going to last you, realistically, 5 years of being more than adequate, and probably another 2 to 4 years after that being okay to run. He says, I'm 93, lad. He says, if I see a computer out for the next 5 years, he says, I'll be doing something right. And I thought, well, you probably know something I don't, but people are living longer. But yeah, so that's another reason they are doing this. So we will just, I don't know whether this will work. So we have plugged, we have sound. See if we get picture. We have picture. I'm just going to put this up here because I can't obviously show you his details, and I need to see if his password is correct. So do that one, do that one. We have an Apple computer, and then I can see if I can get the password typed in to what they've given me to see if this works. This will make it so much easier if it works. We have a spinny round wheel, and we have a mouse that works as well. Oh, wait there. Bluetooth keyboard setup. It's not a Bluetooth keyboard. It's a wired keyboard. We don't want to connect to Wi-Fi because we don't need it. We don't need, oh, it's not. Oh, yes. Yes. Right, we have picture and we have desktop. Gosh, you forget how dated Mac OS looks. What the hell? That's like an upside down duck. Don't know that. Right, let's grab a hard drive. Oh. Get this done. And then we can get this one sorted and out of the way. Not that one. That might do me. Yes. Looking for an adapter for the USB drive. USB drive. That's mighty fine of Apple film, isn't it? Giving us a broke. Oh, don't want to do that. I want to open that. Ooh. And let's. Oh, don't know that. Let's put it all in there. Oh, yeah, let's put it all in there. Okay. Oh, bless. That's his name. He's put everything in a nice little thing for me. Copy all those. Put them over there. Ice cream mills. That's why. That's more interesting. Why can't that be? Let me respond to this. Just need to reply to that. Now this is saying that I cannot. Why can't I move his stuff across? I'm going to his user folder, into his name. Can't be modified. Close that. can't show you this bit because it's got all his details on screen. So I'm gonna struggle to show you this little bit on here until we until I get somewhere. Oh, wait there. Let me Oh no, AI viewers. There we go. We've got another bot on Twitch. Let me. Oh, excuse me. Let me just figure out how to chat reply. Do I click on that one and do I go ban? Yeah. Oh, made him. Don't want that. I made him a mod. Yeah, that would probably not. There we go. Just made him. Granted moderation privileges and then banned him. I created him as a mod and then banned him. That would never go on Twitch. This is why don't you? Voice is going, sorry. Oh no. I right clicked on him and I've got an AI bot on Twitch and I clicked on one wrong one and it made him a mod. Legs on camera. It says only for members only. Is it putting you off your? There you go, putting you off your breakfast, Tom. Morning, Bruce Tech. I have them on you were the other day. I have had a shave. Retro new. I just couldn't take it any longer. Could not take it any longer. Linux D. Just sell those computers. It's a difficult one. I know you're referring to ones I've had left. It's a difficult one because you've got to show that you've tried every best effort to contact them, and then you've got to keep them a period of time, and then you've got to give them a deadline to say you've tried to contact them, and then what I normally do is try and keep them at 12 months. But I just find it, honestly, I find it frustrating more than anything else, Linux, that people will stand in front of you and lie to my face and then go, yeah, do it. And I always take on the view of, do you know, if I were taking money directly out of their wage packet, they would kick off like hell. Or stealing money out of their wallet, they would kick off like hell. But they think it's okay to do to other people because I'm a business. Well, it ain't. And it's something I moan about. And anybody in small businesses like myself will probably suffer the same thing. It's a bit like shoplifting from a corner shop, isn't it? You're affecting the grassroots. I'm not going to condone it from, big supermarkets like Tesco or Walmart, but it doesn't directly impact in the same degree as it would to an owner driver as such. Morning, just inspired Kent. Good morning. Oh dear. I am struggling to figure out why I cannot. I'm going to go to go application utility. I'm going to format the disk utility. I'm going to format the correct disk because if I format wrong one, I will not be a happy bunny. So we're going to format that. Erase. We don't want to put it as that. We want to put it as MS-DOS FAT, and then at least it'll be erase. It'll be done. Yes. What are you doing about what about doing it as a time machine backup to your drive? I'm going to do it as just as a normal USB memory stick drive thing, mainly because if they do go PC route, which I think they're going to do now because I'm building a new one, I can just instantly put it in there rather than using it on any type of what's it called? My brain's not working. Time machine backup and needing any type of Mac on there. It is Julian. It is a very old. It's the one with the magnetic front on it as well, which I will, if nobody's familiar with that, I will show you in a minute, guys. Once I've got this copying across, I will show you what, that's better. I'll show you what I mean. And we'll go to his user profile. Please now let me do it. Yes, excellent. Excellent. It's letting me copy him now. Don't know why it won't let me copy him before. Right, so they were saying that it is predominantly photos. And I think, I don't want to go in there, no. I want to go into that one. I've opened iPhoto by mistake. Yeah, good thing about these, when you come to open them, you don't actually no, it's opening iPhoto. Oh my gosh. We don't want to import that. Continue importing, keep photos. Get off. Get off. Close. You silly thing. I want to bring his iPhoto library into it as a backup. Doesn't seem to have very many photos. I wonder where he keeps all these pictures. Oh, stupid thing. Is it just me who finds Apple frustrating? Click on something by mistake and it opens it instantly rather than double clicking. Windows has got such a better environment for stuff like this. Users in here. Open that and let's export those. This photos he wants. Don't import, yes. And I want to export photos. Empty trash, no. File, export. File export. Export photos, current use file name, export. Yes. There's one item. Can't export them all. Anybody know how to export all the photos on iPhoto in one go? Albums, photos. There we go. No. I hate Apple products. Yeah, I don't find it intuitive to use. That's my issue. In the fact that, do you know, if they were a bit more easier to kind of go, oh, we need to, oh, no, it is doing it. 5 point something gigabytes, so it is moving them across. I'm copying it across 5 times now, so we can cancel one of them. Let's close that. Let's close. Yeah, so I am copying these. Let's get rid of that one because that's copying them across. Oh, 10 gigabytes. Right, so we'll just let them copy across. Done it. You can request a full dump or direct transfer to a Google account. Can't you do it on just onto USB? That's annoying, isn't it? I still have my 2 big suction cups. Yeah, I've still got mine. First thing I did was get my suction cup out. And there's nothing on this desktop which identifies him, so I can lay this down. Yeah. So first thing I did, if you're not familiar with these, the way you get into them is you get a big suction cup, you lick it, get a big suction cup, stick it to there, and then you lift basically the glass screen off carefully, and then the panel comes off like so. You can see, and then it kind of magnetizes back down, which I think is a better solution than what they had before, after, because they did one after this, which was then glued on with foam all the way around the edge. You'd have to get the foam off, which was all right because the LCD panel sometimes had, you had the glass screen there, and you had an LCD panel which came off with a metal shroud over to protect the back of the LCD panel because the glass screen went over at front at panel like that. So you had to get some type of sharp implement like a plastic spudge or something in the gap and cut the 2mm, 3mm foam. I have worked on some of these where the metal shroud is missing. So when you get certainly to the top section up here, there's a ribbon cable. And if you went in a millimetre too deep, you caught the ribbon cable and it destroyed the screen, which was really annoying. Really annoying. I do a lot of Macs. The foam tape has to be cut with a plastic. Yeah, I know. I've got one. I bought one specially. One of them little plastic pizza roller cutters. I know exactly what you mean on there. It's managed to copy just the folder actually, Gear. I don't know why it's suddenly done it in that manner, but it has done it in that manner. It's done that. Yeah, those little. It's an orange one I've got. I don't know where it is now. It's that long since I've used it. Is it in here? And it used to just separate it, and also, that's where that went. Need that. Looking for that the other day. Amazing that when you look for stuff, you find something else. What you think? Oh, I needed that the other day. Don't worry. Mine's orange and silver. Yeah, it's not in here. Oh dear me. Well, I reckon another heat wave's coming back to the UK next week, which I'm not looking forward to. I'm not a lover of great heat. Oh dear, drop me. Things like that, don't let me. Don't know where my little pizza cutter's gone. Have I just paused that? Did I just... No, yes I did. Well done, you nugget. I paused it. Oh dear. I've been looking at more of those Chicago screws, Julian. I found all different sizes and several different colours as well. So I'm gonna order a selection of silver, black. They do a deep black and they do a gun black as well. So I'm gonna order both because I thought the gun black ones might look better on grey cases. And I'm gonna order the 2.5s, 3s, and 4s because I've already got the 5s. Just so I thought it would do in case you get any big gaming laptops in, and if it needed the ones I'd already got. And a couple of different depths as well, the 3mm depth and the 4mm depth I was going to get as well. I meant to ask you for your address so I can send some. If you drop me a Discord, I'll pop it over for you, Julian. But I was going to order some actually. Oh, sorry, coughing again. Oh dear. I was going to order some. I've been looking for the last couple of days on. Is that an error? Is that why? No, it's doing it. I was gonna order some to get some. I'll show you which ones I was going to order. We're waiting for this thing to do. Right, so yeah, the ones I was looking at, AliExpress. AliExpress is wonderful, isn't it? Let me just see if I can get this up. I think I've put them all in my cart. No, I don't want to remove that. Right, so the ones I was looking at getting are that one, which was 20 set of the slotted, and those are the I think these were the D3s that I'd ordered there. Let's move that back a bit. Yeah, over there. So we've got the D3s. I'd got 20 of the those, so there's 10 of each basically because it's two-sided. So I'd order 2 packs of that. Those are the M3, but those are the black ones I think I'd ordered there. And then I'd ordered some of the slightly longer ones, and some silver ones, and some more silver ones, just different lengths. Just to see what it is. So I had ordered several. Well, I hadn't ordered them yet. I hadn't placed an order. 20 quid they all come to, but it's I think I'm gonna give it a shot because I watched your video back last night of excuse me, of you doing it again, yeah, your size certainly looks a lot better than my size on there. I can't find them any shorter than 4mm. The 3mm ones are usually M16. Because I know you were saying on your video as well, you use a 3.2mm drill bit to drill them out, which was interesting as well. Because I don't think I've got any 3.2mm drill bits. I need to do some tidying up with that line. No problem, Tom. No problem. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a. This is nearly copied across now, guys. By the way, I'm gonna have to have a bit more of a look. I've got a bit of hanging around to do tomorrow. So what I might do tomorrow is have a better search. 1/8 inch is is that what it is? EDM 1/8 of an inch. I would normally. That's why I bought that soldering iron, which I did that review on. I just normally kind of do them a bit more blasé, but obviously with the aluminium cases you can't melt through it. So yeah, 1/8 of an inch. I will order some of those bits and bobs. Usually a lot flatter too. So 2.5 maximum times you need. Yeah, I did a Huawei the other day, and I don't know if you've done Huawei. They're not actually screwed. The Huawei, the hinges are actually just plastic welded onto tiny little pegs. They're absolutely horrible and glued. Really, really poor. And they don't have any tension screws on them either. I did it on stream actually. They don't even have tension screws on it. Yeah, they are really, really poor at doing what they need to do. It's glued, and all it's got, I think there's either 3 or 4, probably 2mm plastic studs coming through, a bit like you do on a keyboard when you melt keyboards back in, that sort of concept. But it's only 3 or 4 studs, and they're just kind of squashed over at top at bracket. I probably just hold it in place until the glue sets. Then it looks like I wouldn't even say it's epoxy because it's a really brittle glue. I'm surprised they hold as much as they hold. And there's no tension nuts on the hinges, so you are stuck where you are. And I end up just watch me call it in that WD-40 in it to try and do it after I glued it in. I'm trying to think what I did with that one. I put a metal, before I got your screws, I put a metal bolt through it, and I used an old, the brass insert off a screen. I used one of them on inside of the hinge, and then a metal screw from outside, and then put some hot glue in it. That's how I did my finger with that. That's when I was doing that one last week. So yeah, weren't the best. Right, this is nearly done. So as soon as this is done, which is in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done, I can close this down and go, that's done, and shut this down. We can get onto the shutdown. We can get onto the one which doesn't work now. Now we've got this data. I'm going to shut this down, plug this into mine, just make sure I've got his data. As long as I've got his data, this one's done. We can get onto the one which does not work. Is that shut down? Leave it as. Let me just plug this in. Ooh, let's see if I have data. Desktop. Oh. Yes, we have his data. Properties, yes, 19 gigabytes. So we've got all his data on there. So let me just eject that. Eject USB storage device. I wish Windows XP, Windows 11 would tell me when it's ejected. Yes, safe to eject. Right, I'm going to carry this through, put this through there, and then we'll bring the other desktop in. What's not very well. See where that goes. Just shift this. My phone's vibrating. Dog's broke me a ball. I need to put a quote together for them for their new PC, which have gone up in price considerably. I think theirs is probably going to be sorry, you just missed it all. I was just divulging all secrets of what Coca-Cola's made from and KFC. Did you miss all that? Sorry. I can't repeat it now. Coca-Cola will kill me if I repeat it twice on stream. I must, my mute button. My mute button's right next to me wiring up here. Sorry, guys. Just missed all that. Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear me. It won't be the first time I've done that. And it will definitely not be the last either. Just a quick wipe, so I've got a clean bit of admin, so we're not wiping stuff. We're not putting this stuff on top of dirty stuff. Right, let me grab the the next one. Oh. Oh. I don't know why the command didn't work. The iScene command. So we have one here. I think I worked on this a few years ago now. I worked on it a long time. Oh. Put it on there just in case he has any personal details in here. Now, so we have. He says it's working on integrated graphics, but it's not working on graphics card. They have had the graphics card out and reseated it. He's had his CPU out, reseated it. He's had his RAM out and reseated it. So he's reseated quite a few different bits and bobs. I very much doubt whether it's power supply, because obviously the 12 volt of this is the same 12 volt source which feeds the CPU power, which sits down there. So I don't think it's power supply, because if that were failing, his board wouldn't post on integrated graphics, unless it's a load thing, but it's probably still fail anyway. So I'm thinking it's just maybe this, but I don't think there's probably a short on here, because if there was a short on there, the system would not post. So what's people's idea? Let's put that down to community. That's a bit not bad. Have a quick look at that under the microscope. Never seen one look like that before. When we get a picture, I will swap over. Put some illumination on. Where am I looking? I'm looking down here. I know. I thought it was broke. All I could see were copper contacts on the top, and it looks completely different when you're looking at it naked eye. But that's fine. That's fine. Ignore me. So what's people's thoughts? It's working on integrated graphics. It's not working on discrete. But it works on integrated even when this is plugged in. It's got to be a failed card, hasn't it? Yep. Check another drug street to confirm. I would say that that's probably what it is. I've got several cards, so we're going to check that just to see if it's the slot. Because obviously it could be CPU if it's not talking to the PCIe lanes. Your daughter wants one. You got no idea what to get her. What's she planning on doing with it? I would say never get her a laptop unless you just surf the internet. Don't give her a laptop to game with. I'm not a lover of gaming laptops at all. They all overheat and die. There's some really good, if you can pick one up at sensible price, because a lot of people asking lots of money for old crap. But some of the I remember you saying that before you were going to give her yours, but you're not allowed to get a new one. Well, what it is, if yours breaks, you need to get another one. And then what you can actually do is suddenly mend your old one for your daughter. Also, you used to have a big thing in the BIOS to select what primary GPU. Yeah, it could be that as well. I think this still is there on some BIOSes now, where you can say which graphics card to use on some of those. So that might be yeah, that might be something for that. Let's boot into the BIOS then. I'm going to disconnect his SATA drive, because what I was saying was, if it's a problem with CPU, let's say, or chipset, not allocating PCIe lanes or something for the graphics card, it might work on other slot, might not. But he hasn't got M2 drives, he's got SATA drives, so it still could be PCIe lanes. But we have 1, 2, 3 NVMe slots on here. Which is, or M2 slots, sorry. Actually, no, they are NVMe slots. So we've got those on there. So it could be that, with it being a SATA drive, but we'll disconnect his SATA drive by pulling his power cable out. So at least we're not corrupting any data. And I think from the looks of it, we have just the one. Yeah, just the one SATA drive. So we'll see if it posts into the BIOS. Oh! This is where I turn it on, it works instantly. Give myself a little bit of power. And didn't like the sound of that. Now it's making a different noise. Do you know when you flick an electrical thing on, you can hear it arc, and it kind of pops a little bit. It sounded a little bit like that, but we can see we've got board illumination. So we're straight into there. So let's just power. I've got no hard drive, so it should just go into BIOS. I've got no power at all. Right, we've got GPU illuminating. Ooh. So it's done the handshake. Do you see it flickering bottom right? We've got picture. So it claims that that's not working, but as we can see from here, we have picture. Morning, Sebastian. Good morning, good morning, good morning. NFF. No flipping fix. Is that what that stands for? Don't know what NFF stands for. No fault found. All right. There we go then. There we go. No fault found. But it can't be his cabling, because if it was his cabling, it would get no picture on either integrated or external GPU. So it can't be his cable or his monitor, because if he's getting picture on that. Oh. 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 And there's not a Typho inside. Didn't touch that and computer rebooted. That is more interesting. I'm just going to leave that now because I didn't touch that. Let's go back to that screen there. And I think it should sit on that screen forever. We've got no hard drive connector, so I don't see why it thinks there's a Windows issue, because it can't find a bootloader at that. But I didn't touch that. So I get a keyboard. I'm not going to touch anything else. I'm just going to leave that for another 30 seconds, just see if it goes off again. I'm wondering whether it's just a cable fault. But it's one of these, do you know, if you send it back and go, well, I've reseated everything and it all works, where do you go from there? Because, do you know, ultimately, he gets it back and it don't work, and it's his monitor or his extension cable or something like that. Because I have had that where it's the power cable. I had one where it was wall socket, which was iffy, and it turned out that I can see that it's all gone off again. So let me get into actual BIOS screen and see if it does the same. Plug a keyboard and a mouse in, because that might have a time on it. So we can get into BIOS. Yeah, he's using HDMI. I asked him that because I thought it might be a problem with his HDMI port. So let's leave it on that screen a couple of minutes. I thought it might be his HDMI port that he'd damaged. So yeah, that was the train of thought I'd gone down. And he said he was using HDMI, not DisplayPort. So I thought, well, I'll try DisplayPort, but I am plugged into HDMI here. So yeah, is there anything in here for temps? So his CPU is definitely not overheating at 36 degrees, is it? 9700K, so it's a decent enough processor, 16 gig of RAM. He's got XMP on. His temperature's climbing a little bit, but that is nowhere near anything which is going to cause any type of issue. Into advanced mode. See if there's anything sat around in here. Right, so he's forced the RAM speed up to 32. Aren't i9s running at 36? Can't remember. I know AM4 runs at 36, isn't it? Right, it's got nothing tweaked in there. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, I can't see anything which is. Yeah, there's no which is jumping out at me as being. He ain't got one of them, so it didn't make any difference. I must have still. How's he got another drive? We've got no other SATA drives plugged in. I've just got a right angle one sat right down there. That'll be why. So ignore that. We'll test that drive in a second. Then he has got a second drive. It's hidden under cables down there. Yeah, CPU's not overheating. It must just be that screen which was doing that. Yeah, I can't say anything on there for that. I wonder if he's been playing with that. I mean, that's not high for. I mean, it's getting onto the high side, but 1.35, I don't think is too high at all for DDR4. I've certainly had them running higher than that to get them stable as well. Certainly when RAM gets a bit older. Morning, morning, Andy. Good morning, good morning, good morning. School run. Oh, school run's finished 20 to 11. Wow. Morning, morning, Wraith Script. Sorry, Dave. I have a similar issue. GPU intermittently failing, so I had to switch to onboard. Yeah, this is a 20 series card, this, Dave, as well. So this is quite an old card, to be honest. And I know they have some of the 20 series, early 20 series, had issues with the VRAM chips, but they usually suffer with artifact and things like that when they fail. But if it was something like a heat issue on the GPU, obviously when they get heat soaked, they can cause cracks to open and cause it. But again, you would generally get artifacting, so we might need to push it down. Mine was a 1070. All right, crikey. I've got a customer who rang me yesterday who wants to upgrade from a 1060 and would really like a 5090. And they've been saying it was quite a funny conversation. I took it late last night, about 20 past 7 last night. I was out. Oh, somebody at my door. Let me grab me. Let me just grab my door, guys. In 2 seconds. PCDD, you little shit. Sorry, guys. Just the postman bringing me a thing. Oh, I think I've got volume turned up, Andy. Should be able to abuse me, as Andy likes to do. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, the call last night. His mum rang, and he's got a 1060 which is failing a little bit, and he wants. He's been looking at a 5090. So a massive jump forward. He's been saving his pocket money. Really, really wants one. Can I work him a price out for one? I said, well, yes, but you've got to bear in mind graphics cards are about £2,500 upwards for a 5090. She went, he's got 175 quid. That's probably not even going to buy him card that he's got. Yeah, not feeling too good this morning, Andy. I recently replaced my B515 processor because my processor was secretly killing off component. Is it a rare? How was it killing off your components? Your CPU was killing your components off. I would love to know how and what it had killed. What made you think it was your CPU? Which were killing components off. Because apart from data, they don't interact in other ways for voltages and things like that to things like your RAM or your chipset or your GPU or your hard drives. It's just data lines rather than anything else. How's Andy today anyway? I was watching you back last night. Me and my other half was watching you. Well, we were in bed in fairness, and we were watching you. Yeah, not long welcome. Oh, you're not feeling too good, Andy? Or you're just having a sleep in today? You normally do school run, don't you? But it'll be an early finish day because kick off tonight, 5 p.m. for everybody who likes football. Had a sleep in, managed to convince Tracy to. Oh, that's all right then. Get to do school run duties. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. I've got no school run this week, so I'm okay. I've got a dog drop off tonight, and because I'm at a funeral tomorrow. Never heard of it. I think it's a small niche sport, Tom. In fairness, what they is going off something or other. Is it the Cup of the World or something like that? You're dating somebody. Well, it's an inflatable sheep, but I didn't like to say, Andy. We're both very happy. So yeah, me and Sheila the sheep. My first motherboard broke with the same issue, and the RMA motherboard was issued after a year use, while the other components were changed. I've never known a CPU kill other components, I will say, Wraith. I'm not denying that it couldn't happen. I'm saying I've not known it. I've known CPUs fail, but I've never known them bring other components down. I've known GPUs bring other components down. Yeah, it's a bit weird, that one, isn't it? Unless it's one of the affected Intel ones, which had heating issues. I suppose because they draw so much current, even though it's low voltage, if it managed to do something and backfeed through, I don't know. I'd have to plead ignorance on that one, Ray. It's a strange one, definitely a strange one. But anyway, let's get back to this. We've got a picture. It's still not shut down on there. So let me go to save, and we'll get a test. Yeah, we'll save that. We'll get my test drive put in, and we'll do a little bit of whatchamacallit thingy bobbing. I'm going to do this, and then I'll shut this down. We'll get his other drive. sorry guys, choking. Oh dear. If anybody wants whatever I've got, you can more than welcome to it. All right, so we shut down. Get my. It's probably got Windows 11 on. Get that unplugged. Get that unplugged too. Sharky, good morning. Cracking, your voice is going. Morning, Glilsha. So, I still can't pronounce. I love you. I still can't pronounce that. I'm not even going to attempt it. Let's get Windows 10 working. Yeah, let's get Windows 10 in there. Stick this in one of these holes. Drain the board. Oh, it's a Wi-Fi socket, that one there. Get that in that one. Let's get a bit of heat on it, and let's get a bit of weight on it to come down. Have you got much on today, Andy? Are you streaming later on? I'm not planning on a long stream myself today. One, because I'm feeling absolutely dreadful, and this is the only other one I've got in at the moment. So once we've worked, diagnosed, done this one, and I've managed to infect everybody with my COVID. Ooh, why has that gone to ickle screen? Bit weird why it's gone to a tiny screen like that. But we'll see what happens. I will be shortly, yeah. Well, I'm imagining I'm probably I got an amp, laptop, and JBL. Ooh, what's the laptop? The amp and the JBL speaker. JBL's. I had a JBL speaker once, and it was brilliant, really good. I think I've still got it somewhere. The kind of half moon shaped one, or the full circular one, roundish one. A Nitro 5. What's wrong with Nitro? Is it GPU, or is it a short on board? That's the usual case for that. Either GPU, what's gone open circuit for MOSFETs, or a short. If it's the GPU what's blown, you can bypass it, can't you? And still get it work on integral, so you, yeah, internal, so you've still got a working laptop. They are absolutely shocking, the Nitro 5s. To the fact that at one point I refused to work on them. Somebody rang me up and said, I've got a Nitro 5. I said, I won't work on it. It had a good run, 07. Oh, cracking. David's house. The 1070 in its day weren't too bad. I mean, it weren't amazing. The 1070 in its day weren't too bad, just a little bit below. Come on, give me a picture. We're still on ickle picture. Why are we on such a small picture? There we go. We've got full screen now. Right, get a mouse. I've got a HDMI. There we go. Bring that one up. See what this is performing like. This is on my test drive. Do you know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering whether this wasn't actually a graphics issue. Whether this is something like a hard drive issue or something like that, and it was just coincidental that it booted and didn't boot on one of the others, whether his SSD's failing or something like that. Let's just do a simple power test. Let's just ramp it up and see where this goes. Let's have a quick look at temperatures. So I think this might be a drive. Oh, my other telephone is ringing. My other telephone. Give me 2 seconds, guys. My doorbell's ringing. 1 second.
PCDD, you little shit.
Sorry, guys. Bloody dog decided to go into house across road. She's gone out at door, and then talking to my customer, is she all right? I went, yeah, she'll lay up front. Anyway, she's not there. I'm whistling it, and she normally comes back. And customer, well, I don't know where she went. So I'm whistling and walking up and down the street, and I'm like, yeah, Overt Road, doors open, Overt Road. I bet she'd gone straight in, through the living room, through extension, over at patio, and into the back garden. And guy Overt Road's cleaning his fish out in the back garden. So she'd gone to see him. So I stick to me and I went, my dog's not here. She went, yeah, she's it back with Wayne. I'm like, right, sorry about that. She went, it's fine. She's a bugger. Absolute swine for it. She just walks into people's houses. She did it to this next door neighbour. I'm whistling her all the day. And she comes walking out at the door. And Erica comes out and goes, oh, sorry. We were just watching TV and we had the door open because it was warm. And she came in, sat next to me, pawed me for a stroke. I'm like, I'm really sorry. She's got no personal boundaries, that dog. She just thinks she can go anywhere for a stroke. And it's like, oh no. Anyway. Oh, morning, James. No idea. Not looked into it. What was that? One day around. There we go. Where was I on this one? So that was another drop off, that, guys. That is a Windows XP machine. He's given me permission to do it completely on stream, his desktop and everything. So I'm probably going to need help with that because it's a long time since I've done Windows XP. Well, that's a software related issue, so I might have to have a play around with that. We'll do that one next after we've done this one. Was at work yesterday and my boss asked if I wanted a 4 terabyte SSD. I thought you meant to keep for home. We have loads of them sitting around on a gold. What? 4 terabyte SSDs kicking around. It was so long here. That's one. Second one, 20 minutes later, he still speaks. I have 2 friends like that and some customers. All these it's the same customer, James, if you remember, where we did the Sony Vaio laptop. And then we've worked on both of these before as well. So it is the same customer who's still operating on Windows XP for his entire business. Going back in time. Yeah. A bit like Marty McFly. Fortunately, Tom, it's a cul-de-sac that I live on, and it's a very quiet road, but she doesn't know. She does if she's with me, she won't cross onto the road. But to go over to see neighbours over the road, she'll just walk straight across, which is really annoying. But anyway, let's get back to this. This is still stress testing, by the way. So I think that's a conclusive thing that there's nothing wrong with the CPU. That's 10 minutes worth of stress testing. CPU, GPU have all got up to decent temps. So let me move it on to that one. That CPU, even though I've CPU's really, really warm. I might suggest that he puts a different cooler in here. So that CPU fan is still spinning really, really high. 76 degrees and it's not even under load. Close that down, just bring heavy hardware info up. Yes. Yeah, it's peaked at 93. Right, this is under no load at all. Yeah, that little default cooler is not handling that at all. I think he needs a new cooler, which I'll suggest to him. I wonder which cooler I should fit. Hey, do we really need to have a conversation? Let's stick his drives in. I think now I am almost. Yeah, it's the stock cooler. It's a stock Intel cooler on a 9700. It's always going to struggle. Always going to struggle on that. Do you know if he's using it as a gaming machine? To put him something like a Peerless Assassin in, he's just going to eat it in it. It's going to be more than good enough for him. And I should get one in this case. So it's a nice enough upgrade for him as well. on there. Let me stick the power lead back in. I would imagine he's probably had this cooler in a while now, because it's not a cooler that I would ever fit. So he's probably had it in before he ever came to me. Can't get that out. Can't get that out. Can't get that out. Out, 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 out. Yeah, it's plugged in that hole just there. Take his USB cable, USB 3 cable out and get that plugged in there. And so I can test his drives then. Out in there. Get his Windows 10 disk back down there. Let's hope he's not got Windows 11 on his disk. If he has, he's probably got it encrypted. Right. On, boot. Let's see if we can boot into Windows. Morning, Pitco. Yeah, but cleaning it, new pace would chill it. Yeah, it would. It would drop it considerably. I agree with that. Morning, GP. Kika, good morning. 8 terabyte SSD was €1,630. Oh, it's 930. That's come down a lot in price. I mean, it's still crazy. Absolutely crazy. I priced up, what did I price up the other day? I priced up some RAM. And I priced it up on Amazon. And I think it was something like £340 on Amazon. 2 days later, that same piece of RAM had gone up to £520. I'm talking, this was this week, last week. I can't remember exactly when it was. It's in the last few days I've done that. And it's come up like that. I don't think 8 terabyte SSD for that is value. I would rather put an 8 terabyte mechanical disk in my computer. And I know some of you guys were saying that it won't run some of the games if it's a mechanical disk. I appreciate that. But even so, I think for the value aspect of that, it's just not, for me, it's just not practical. Where's Crystal Disk Info? Yep, Crystal Disk Info. Let's just get this installed. Yes, bang that up. Desktop, finish, run. Yeah, let's see if these disks have failed. So that one is done quite a few hours, but still okay. 2 years and F. That's interesting. Why an SSD is reporting as that instead of percentage. Would send 250 SSD and 8 terabyte drive 1%. Not shot that. Yeah, it's crazy on that, isn't it? Not to think 1,600 quid as they were. It's a PC. It's a decent gaming PC, just on cost of one drive. And do you really need 8 terabytes of storage for games? You could put a 1 terabyte in. Yeah, in my desktop, I ain't got a 12 terabyte SSD, but I've got a 10 terabyte hard drive, and then I've got 4 1 terabyte SSDs in RAID on Striped, and I've got a 2 terabyte M2 and a 1 terabyte M2. Some of them show as a percentage as well. £250 for an I mean, to me, that is good value in today's marketplace. If it's a new, that seems awfully cheap, actually. That seems too cheap for a 12 terabyte. Is that a refurb one, Kiki? Because that seems really affordable. I know there are some data center refurb drives out there, aren't there? He's not overfilling that unless he had it overfilled. I bought 2 or 3 years ago. Even so, back then that was still good. And a few 2 or 3 terabyte mechanicals for random. Yeah, I just think it's a good. Certainly, unless you need the peak performance, you can get away with a 1 terabyte M2 for bulk storage for majority things, even if you're video editing to give you fast storage and you shuffle it about, and then you have a couple of bigger drives for long-term storage. It's just a case of being a bit more regimented in what you do, and it's a lot more cost effective. But saying that, I did that one last week where it was they went for a 1 terabyte main drive and a 2 terabyte M2. So we had two M2s in it, 1 terabyte and a 2 terabyte, because that's how I wanted it configuring. And I think the drives alone were about £340 just for cost at drives. And they also had a new cooler in it as well, because the cooler weren't too clever. So they had a new cooler in it as well. But yeah, some of the drives are well expensive. I'm going to reassemble this. Put the screws back in and see if I can boot to his OS. Flick that off. Drain power. Come on, little lights. He reckons he's got the screws for that, but let me see if I've got some screws in my magnet box. Oh dear. And now the end is near. The final curtain. Let me get screws in there. We do have another one of these, just to hold him in place, because they didn't send me any screws. But probably like everybody, I have boxes. My phone is ringing. Let me grab my telephone out. 1 second, gents. PC repairs. Hello? It's PC repairs. Hello? I think you've got the wrong number. This is computer repairs. Yeah, sorry about that. Cheers then. Bye-bye now. Oh. You know what we just missed there? Sorry, that was somebody ringing, thinking they was ringing the hospital because they wanted to know whether nurses were coming to see him later on today. So I was just... Come on. Hello? Hello? Oh, just 1 second. Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you so much for asking.
Oh, you're a star. Thank you very much for ringing. I do like it when people ring.
Okay.
Okay, your turn to talk.
Yeah, sure. My name is Aisha. I'm calling from Merchant Service Department, sir.
What was your name, sorry?
My name is Aisha.
Aisha.
Yes.
That's a lovely name. Where's that from? Is that French?
No, sir.
It's not. Let me have another guess. If it's not French, Aisha. Oh, don't give me any clues. Please don't tell me. Please don't. Is it German?
No, sir.
Oh, I'm not very good at this, am I? Can I have a clue?
What's your name, by the way, sir? What's
Dirk.
your name?
Dirk.
What's your name?
Dirk. D-I-R-K.
Right.
Dirk Diggler.
Okay, okay.
You don't have to call me Mr. Diggler. Don't worry about that. Only me dolphins call me Diggler. So you can call me Dirk.
Okay.
Do you like
Okay, sir.
dolphins?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What's your favourite thing?
Like, what the thing? Like in the animals? What are you talking?
Well, you know dolphins. You know the things which live in the sea. They make noises like things like that. They've made
Yeah.
what world?
I think their appearance, like their appearance could be the beautiful thing.
The appearance. Some of them do
Yeah.
tricks as well. There used to be a
looks,
famous one in
their look.
Australia called Flipper.
Yeah. Do
But-
you like dolphins, by the way?
I do. I breed them. Well, not breed with them because that's now illegal. Apparently, I've been told off for that before. And it's apparently a blowholes from breathing, nothing else. But hey, that's a different story. But there's now a restraining order against me and that dolphin. Yeah, that's a moment in
Okay.
your life I don't really.
But
want to go
I
back to.
really don't know much about that.
Oh,
I'm
don't you?
just,
What
like,
do you?
yeah.
Well, I tell you what. Ask me a question about it, and I'll try and answer. I'm an expert on it. I do. I kind of live and breathe it. If I'm being honest.
Okay. But I literally don't know about that. So how can I question? Like, if I can know much about that, then I can question you. But I don't know much
Shall I
about
give you
that.
an interesting fact about
just-
them?
What?
I'll give you an interesting fact. You know the flippers? You know the little things which come out at side? They've got like, do you know, like we have fingerprints? They're all unique. So if you actually took, let's say a dolphin committed a crime and broke into a bank, you could actually take a
Okay.
fingerprint of their flipper, and the flipper would be
Okay.
unique, so you could identify which one it was. Did you know that?
No, sir. I
And the other
literally don't
interesting
know
thing,
that.
they all talk in different accents as well.
Okay.
I bet you didn't know that.
That's
I've got so many interesting facts about dolphins. Their voice can be heard
Wow,
under the
that's
ocean.
great. You have a quality to know a lot much about that dolphin.
Yeah, 100 miles their voice can be heard. I mean, it's a bit like my wife when I do something wrong.
Okay. But can I ask you some question? If you have a minute, I can like ask you some question.
For you, Sheila, I've got more than... It is Sheila, isn't it?
What?
Is it Sheila? What did you say your name was? Sheila.
Sheila.
Sheila. That was your name?
Yeah. No, Aisha.
Aisha. Sorry about that. I'm not very good on names. Aisha. No,
Yeah, Aisha. My name is Aisha. It's an Asian name, sir.
Asian name.
Yeah.
Aisha. Oh, sorry about that. I thought.
A Muslim name, Muslim Asian name.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, it was for some reason I had Sheila stuck in my head. I don't know why I'd got that stuck in my head.
Do you have some Muslim friends or Asian friends?
Do I have
Maybe
some
you
what
know
friends? Sorry.
about them. Do you have some Muslim or Asian friends?
I have got different culture of friends. Yes.
So if you have a Muslim or Asian friend, so you can know much about the name.
Right. Yeah. My somebody I went to school with was called Sheila. That's why I think I was getting it mixed up, and I thought that's what obviously same as you, isn't it, Sheila? So that's why I was getting it mixed up. So
Sheila must be an Indian name.
Sheila.
My name is like Asian or Muslim name. Yeah, Sheila must be the maybe the Indian name.
Right.
According to my information.
My other next door neighbour, and this always gets me, I don't know how he does this. He's from China, he's Chinese. But he calls his name Stephen. And I know his name's not Stephen because he's told me his real name. But he says he has like an English name. Yeah.
Some people took that. But in Muslims, like in Muslim communities, so Muslim usually like their names, that belongs to Muslims, like religion. So that's why my name is Aisha. It's a religious name.
Got you. Right,
yeah,
not a problem at all.
One over greatest woman in our religion in Islam. So
okay,
her name was Aisha. So
is she like a goddess?
What?
Is she like a goddess?
I didn't get the point. What are you saying?
Is she like a is she like a goddess?
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
right. Because just going back to
That's
my
what I'm trying to say.
because my next door neighbour, who
Yeah.
obviously was Chinese, he called himself Stephen because his real name, I don't know if you can pronounce this. Let's have a go together because I could never do it. His name was Ho Lee.
Okay.
I don't know if you can repeat that. Ho Lee.
Yeah, holy.
Ho
Holy
Lee,
must be
and
the
his surname
thing
was
like
Sheik.
the pure thing, like they pronounce it the pure thing, so they call that holy. That could
Yeah.
be the purest thing.
Well, his first name was Ho Lee, and his surname was
Mm-hmm.
Sheik. I could never,
Okay.
so I could never pronounce it all in one go. So it was Ho
Yeah.
Lee. His dad actually invented the. I don't know if you know what a telephoto lens is. His dad invented that. Mr. Zoom Min. He invented the telephoto lens. They used to call him Zoom.
Okay.
But his second name was
You
Min.
must have a lot of information. Like I think you have got the greatest IQ level.
Well, I do a lot of jigsaws and crosswords. I think that's what really helps me. I'm quite dexterous.
That's interesting. I'm curious. I'm always curious about that people that have the like the greatest rate of IQ level and that knows much about the world and what's going on all over the world.
Well, in the
So
UK,
you must be an interesting person.
we have a couple of things for people like me, and I've been on a couple of TV programs. One of them being University Challenge, which is when you go to
Okay.
university, and I graduated from Cambridge and Oxford, if you've heard of those. And the other one was Ready Steady Cook, and I would proud to say I was actually a red tomato on Ready Steady Cook, so I was really impressed with that. And that was probably me greatest thing. And I don't know, and this really got me. I met Ainsley Harriott. I don't know if you know Ainsley Harriott is. Google him. Oh my God, what a guy Ainsley Harriott is. What a guy. He's just amazing. Amazing. I mean, have a Google of Ainsley. Do you know who Ainsley Harriott is?
So you have a great influence of that people who must have done something great in their life.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, what would you class as greatness?
What?
What would you class as greatness? You must have met some interesting people in your time.
Yeah.
Come on, Sheila, tell me.
My name is Aisha, sir.
Sorry, Aisha. I'm not very good with names. I keep saying that. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
How can you always pronounce Sheila? Is someone belongs to you that her name is Sheila?
Yeah. My late wife was called Sheila.
Okay. What were you saying, by the way?
About what? About Ainsley Harriott?
I didn't get the word. What are you saying?
About my late wife?
I'm a little bit weak in English, so you spoke too fast. That's why.
Okay. Well, mainly because I had a bit of. It was a bit strange. I got home last night, and you might be able to shed some light. I just need to turn my fan off because I'm a bit warm, so I'm going to turn my fan off. I got home last night, and there was a note on the fridge, on the refrigerator, and it was from my wife, and she stuck a note on the outside of the fridge, and she put, "It's not working. I'm leaving." I opened the fridge. The light came on. The beer was cold. Don't know what you're on about. It were working for me. I have no idea.
Wow.
It was crazy. But I don't know. When she gets back, that's why she's late. She was supposed to be back last night.
You must have great destiny then.
Great destiny?
Yeah.
In what way?
It's about, like, in Asian, we can say that kismet, like
Kismet.
if you have the good luck.
Oh, yeah.
You can say good luck.
Yeah.
You have a great good luck.
Yeah. Do you believe in karma?
Yeah, of course, I believe in karma. Our village literally believes in karma.
Yeah.
What did you done? Everything will appear to you.
Yeah, I had a friend, a boy called George. He believed in karma as well. Yeah, the boy I knew, George, he very cultural, really. Part of his club, really. It was at the time it was really good. In fairness for that, but yeah, it's a crazy world, isn't it? It's a crazy world. What's the weather like there? It's absolutely cooking here. We must be up to 18, 19 degrees centigrade. It's absolutely boiling red out. It's like living on sun.
Just 18.
Just 18.
No, in Asia right now it's 45 degrees centigrade.
You're joking. 45
Yeah.
degrees centigrade. What?
Right now
What?
we are living here.
Wow. I mean, penguins dolphins would not like that at all. I couldn't
Yeah,
come out
cool.
there and be a dolphin trainer. It would be far too warm. You must be absolutely roasting. You must be sat there with
I think people in here in Asia are used to it. Like in summers, it reach about 40, 45, 50.
What is that, centigrade or
So
Fahrenheit?
no degree centigrade. Like
Wow, that you could bake a cake at them temperatures.
yeah, of course we can bake an egg also.
You can bake an egg also. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm not keen on eggs. They make me chump if I'm being honest.
If we stand up in like 2 to 3 seconds, so we can feel that our future is burning right now.
Right.
So that's how the weather is working right now.
Yeah. That's yeah, that's not good, is it? That's not good.
But sir,
Is it nighttime over there or daytime?
Let me ask a question out of the box.
Go on then. With
So
the
how
board.
you like
Go on, Sheila.
out of the
after
box?
all.
I'm saying let me question out of the box like we were talking to. So I can ask a different question. Are you the owner of this business, by the way, Matt and Mouse IT Services?
I'd love to say yes, but that's not my business. I am a dolphin trainer.
Okay.
I think you've got the wrong number.
So how is that possible? Like you're
That's no, I think that's the wrong number as well.
PC doctor.
No, I'm not. I'm dolphin doctor.
So why your
have you
number,
got
personal
have
number
you got the
mentioned
wrong
on
have you
that
got the wrong
business?
information again? It happens a lot. This I've just had someone else ring me and just said, "Can you tell me whether nurses are coming today?"
But by the way,
Well, I tell you what does
that's
happen.
right.
I've got some. I don't know if you've seen these telephone boxes. I put business cards in these telephone boxes, and it says Dirk Diggler Dolphin Trainer, and I get some really perverse people ringing me up about them. So it could. I'll tell you what it is. I think that's probably from my OnlyFans page because I do. Do you know what OnlyFans is?
Mm-hmm.
I do
But
OnlyFans
your
as well.
number
I
mentioned on
think that's
that,
what it
and
is. No, dolphins.
okay.
Dolphins. Not computer repairs.
Yeah.
Dolphins.
I was just
I
going
also
to
do.
ask that.
I also do. I'm a medium as well, so I speak to, well, what you call the the Ouija boards and things like that. So I do speak to.
Okay.
Well, I hear voices, but some of them just tell me to burn things down, which are wrong voices really. So and steal. But yeah, I do hear voices as well. I think that's probably spirits contacting me rather than me not taking my medication for the day. I'm just not 100% sure what that is. What do you reckon that is?
I don't know much about that, so how can I recommend any other medicine or any name?
I hope you
Like
could help me,
I'm
Sheila.
not a
Sorry.
doctor at all.
Oh no, I thought you were saying you were a
I'm
doctor.
just an ordinary. How can I know much about the medicines?
You're a salesperson. What is it you're selling?
Yeah, basically our company provide card machine and finance. I was just asking to you, and you were saying like this is not your business. That's why I didn't looking forward.
Right.
If
I mean, I
you
might be
are
interested. I
not,
do online shopping. I shop at Amazon and places like that. Are you the type of salesperson who deal with things like that, where I can buy things from? Because I've been looking at a different grocery supplier as well, because some of the stuff I've been getting from Tesco. I order from Tesco, if you know what Tesco is, a bit like Walmart. But some of the
okay.
stuff you get from there, certainly the fresh produce. I got some tomatoes the other day. They were rotten. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I googled it, looking at rotten tomatoes, and it took me to a film website. I mean, what's all that about?
Mhm.
I just don't get it at all. I need to
So how's the weather in UK here? Like I heard something like in the UK right now, the like heat is way too high right now.
Well, the heat is on. I'll tell you now. The heat is really on. It must be 18 or 19 degrees here today. It is really.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sat outside at the moment, just with my feet dangling in the pool, in just my speedos. I've got me. Well, they call them budgie smugglers in the United Kingdom. But yeah, I'm sat outside with my feet in the pool at the moment, with just watching the dolphins. I've just fed them.
Okay, but sir, if you're not having a business, so how can I approach you? Like we are a salesperson, so we are selling a card machine, finance, electricity, and gas. So
You
is that
sell all
possible
that?
that you might be interested in some of the things?
How do you send those through the post?
Through the phone. Like we call the customers and ask them if anybody wants it. We go further. We like take their WhatsApp number and give our website, like websites, WhatsApp numbers, all the all the details were like you can say what I'm going like all the details they shared. So our company make a contract, they signed, and then we gave the things what they want.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'm not too sure whether I need it. What did you say you sold? Card machines? Is that like birthday cards and whatnot?
It's it's card machine, it's business finance also, and electricity gas. So we are having multiple services.
You've got multiple services.
Yeah.
Have
But
you got?
right now we have a promotion offer regarding card machine. So that's why we always pitch about the card machine, because right now we have a promotion offer. It's 0% monthly line rent, which totally will be beneficial for any kind of business. That's why we just pitch the card machine.
Sheila, can I just ask a question? Because I think this is really important to
Yeah.
I mean, this is probably going to be the deciding factor. Do you reckon it's dogs or
Yeah.
cats?
What?
Are you a dog or a cat person?
I love cats.
You love cat. What is it about cats you like?
What?
What is it about cats that you like? I'm a dog person. I've
I
got a dog,
think
you see.
I might be like I like their appearance, like they look, how they look, and how they look innocent. Like
They look
I
innocent.
can feel, huh? Yeah, like look cute.
They look
That's
cute.
right. Mm-hmm.
Don't you think they're a bit more independent and just do whatever they want and go out whenever they want to go out?
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah, I don't know. There's just something about feline friends. I would prefer a canine, not a feline.
Okay, sir. And at the end of our discussion, could you tell me, like, are you the owner or the manager, or you might give me the owner's number if you have, like, this business, CC Doctor Dumpster?
Do you know what happens at the end of the day? It gets dark.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know? It is one final question. I'll give you answer what you need, and you will get the relevance of this. But you've got to answer me.
Mm-hmm.
What is 6 foot in length, not a great deal
Mm-hmm.
on top, and hangs up?
I didn't get it. What are you saying?
What is 6 foot in length, not a great deal on
Mm-hmm.
top, and hangs up?
Just answer my question. If
Oof.
you are not the owner, if
Yeah.
you have
Have you got a pen?
what?
Have you got a pen?
Yes, sure. I have a pen.
You've got a pen, have you? Brilliant. Right. Do you want the mobile number, or do you want their landline number, or would you like the home number so you can ring them at night? Is that what you're wanting to do?
What can you give me, like the landline number or their home number? I don't want their house number or any personal number. I just want their business number so that I might call them and ask them about that if they want
Oh,
anything like card machine, home
okay.
finance.
If you've got a number, I'll give you the landline number. Have you got a pen?
Yeah, sure.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
It's 01339
01
339
339.
336.
So it's the same landline number. You can't fool me.
Are you serious? I can't fool you. Are you joking? Are you too smart
It's
for
the
that?
same landline number which I'm calling to you. It's my company's landline number.
Is that your
Can you
company's
give the
landline?
owner's or manager's number?
Okay, just bear me 1 second. Let me get it off my phone. I was just winding you there. I don't want to. I was just winding you up just to see if you'd do it. Just bear me 1 second, Lynn. Let me get it. Contacts and oops, need to go up. Oh dear me. Oops, need to find it. I would imagine you'll be wanting to speak to the actual owner on here. Right. It is Right, it is 0113
Okay.
880
0113
880
880
0769
0769. Is this the
0769.
manager number?
Yeah,
Yeah, is
just
this the manager number or the owner?
that's kind of manager owner.
Okay. Can you give the tell me the name? The
His
manager or the
you want his full name? It's Ben.
tell me the name. Like if I can call and ask
Ben. Ask for Ben.
with the name. What?
Ben. BEN.
BEN.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's his
sir.
first. His surname is Dover. DOVER.
Okay. BOVER. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Lovely conversation to have with you.
Yeah, you take care, and I'm really sorry for trying to fool you. You've outsmarted me when I was trying to give you that wrong number. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, no worries. Thank you so much. Bye.
All right, see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Well, she outsmarted me, didn't she, chat? So I have a list on my phone. These are all scam numbers which ring you. So I block them. I block them as they come through. So I've just given her another scam number. But she was smart enough to realise I was trying to give her her own number. Oh, dear me. So we'll block that one now. But yeah, I can't fool her, she said. I can't fool her. She'll making business names up as well. I have no idea about that one. Right, so let me go into here and go into blocked. Oh, I need to block that contact as well. Let's do. Oh, I don't want to ring her back. We go block. Block and report as junk. There we go. Delete. And delete again. So yeah, she's going to be ringing another scam call centre up, trying to sell the scam call centre a something or other. Nothing gets past old Sheila there. Morning DT 2005 over on Twitch. Sorry about that. Oh, we just love them, don't we? We just love them. Nothing getting by her. She was playing along though, weren't she? 20 minutes we managed to waste of her time, so she's not pestering somebody else. So if they don't want the time wasting, please don't give unsolicited calls. That's my view and philosophy on it. If I wanted something, I would ring you. There we go. Right, let's see if we can get this to post. We are good on there. Let's see if we can turn it on. And she said it were really, 45 degrees she was saying it is. 45 degrees! How warm is that? She was very pleasant, I must say. Very pleasant. She did have quite a bit of a strong accent, so I was struggling. Struggling at points to understand what she was saying, because her accent was quite strong, but very, very pleasant. And she was saying about the name. Not Sheila. I know I was calling her Sheila. I was doing it on purpose, calling her Sheila, by the way, to not antagonise, but to bait her. No, was it a Sheila? No, not a Sheikah. Can't remember. But she was saying it was a goddess in the in Muslim goddess. So I do like how they've got a story. You know, when you just call Dirk, it's no real meaning behind it, yeah, really. We need to think of a different profession, don't we? We can't use dolphin trainer all the time. We need to think of a better or different profession. She weren't impressed with my neighbour dying either, were she? Mr. Zoom In, who was the inventor of the telephoto lens. She weren't impressed with that. Or she weren't going to play with... I've not heard of that Ho Lee sheet before, and she weren't playing with that one, were she? Because there were nothing getting by her. Nothing getting by her. Right, that's now posted. So I don't know what to tell these apart from the fact that it's now working. But I think I will... the only recommendation I will make is that we maybe change the tool or give it a full service. But I'll speak to them. Because it's not failing, it's working. I I don't think they'll have the cooler done. I don't think there's a massive necessity for them to do it, but I'll have a conversation with them. Just drain all the power until my lights go out. Yes. I made a mistake of ringing the number back by mistake. So that's why she ended up ringing back. But it annoys me because they've started coming through as a UK telephone number. So you generally all ring it. So yeah. I need to speak to Ben Dover. Did they give me any screws? I don't think they did give me any screws on there. So we'll just put a couple of little retaining. Oh no, they did give me 4 little retaining screws just there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One side cord A. Fish alive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. We need to do pop songs or something like that. I was trying to get a few bits and bobs in the conversation for that, which with Culture Club and Karma Chameleon. If nobody picked on that with Boy George, I just thought that might be a pop culture reference from the 80s. If anybody did get that one, she clearly didn't. Monkey Handler is one you can try. Monkey Handler, yeah. I've done it before where I told them I used to sell park equipment, children's park equipment. And it's a bit up and down as a business, you know, swings and roundabouts. But picked up on that culture. Wow, that's all right, Pick. I thought I was talking to myself there. She was sure like 45 degrees. That's a bit warm, isn't it? Centigrade, yeah. I mean, I said you can bake a cake. She says, yeah, we can also cook an egg. There's also his brother from another mother. Holy, holy fun. Right, let's get this this put to one side because there's no else I can do on this one. We'll move on to the XP machine, which might be the last one today because that's only just been dropped off. Wow. Right, customer has given me permission to do this one on stream and actually show everything on stream as well. So I don't know what's going to be on here or what's going to be showing on here or whether we can even get a picture. It's got HDMI. No, we've not got HDMI. We've got VGA. So that's not going to go down well. So I need a VGA adapter. I don't really want to do this, and I did say to the customer, it's not really my bag, this. So we'll see if we've got an adapter. Yeah, we've definitely only got VGA. I'm going to struggle with keyboard as well because I have a funny feeling. I got a feeling that this is not going to work correctly. Have I got a... Might need to use 2 or 3 different adapters all taped together to make the one that I want. That'll be interesting to see if that works. Because I can't find the one that I want. I have a VGA to HDMI adapter, but it's gone. So we can have now I don't think I've got the right adapter. No, I haven't. Oh darn. Damn. I threw a lot of my adapters away a while ago now, and I've probably binned the one that I was wanting. Right, looks it. I have. I wonder whether I can put my HDMI card near, and yeah, I think I'll do it. Put all these away. I'll put my 780 in here because it's a low profile card. We can then get a picture on and we can do it from there. Cause tonight's gonna be a good night. No. That's. Oh, get that open. Oh, finger. Oh, no, not gonna be able to put that in there. Will that not go? No, I'll drive it way. Gonna need a little bit more surgery. Take that out. Take that out. Might be able to get that in the hole. Yes. That's it. At least we've got HDMI now. Got HDMI, we've got hard drive, and we should be able to get a picture on OBS. Done. Power, and then we'll post. See if it goes bang. Oh, we have lives. Keep an eye on the bottom right hand corner, see if we get a picture. This insane screen tricks, yeah. For some reason, I must have thrown away my VGA to HDMI adapter, which were a powered adapter, because it used to have to convert, obviously, analog to digital. I don't know whether this will work, what I'm trying, by the way. And by the looks of it, it's not. Yes. Yes, not going to work. Let's try a reboot. Oh, we've got another subscriber. Oh, that was a while ago, the subscriber. Whoever that was who subscribed, sorry, I didn't see it pop up on screen, but thank you very much for hitting the subscribe button. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Yeah, this is not showing a picture down here. We're going to have to revert back to a VGA and a screen. No, it's not end of the world. Just what I wouldn't want to do. This again is why I wouldn't want to work on an old machine. Let's take that out. Reassemble that. And reassemble that. Back in there. Let's get a screen and a VGA cable. What I might do is lay the monitor horizontal, flat onto it, and look down with the overhead camera down onto the screen. But I think that's the only way. I'll probably need that keyboard because that's a PS2 keyboard as well. So I can get a picture to start with. Click. Screw that in there. And that can go in there. That can go in there. like we know what we're doing, innit? Don't let that fool you. Don't let that fool you for 1 minute. Close enough. Get that for a TV stand. Voila. Look at that. Expertly done. Power. Power. Now, keep an eye on this screen just see if we get a picture. It's come to life. We do have a little blue line here. We just want to see if anything comes up here. I'm going to put my glasses. No idea. Dirty glasses, can't see. I had a customer ring me a few weeks back and said, I found a pair of your glasses. I said, where did you find them? He says, inside my computer. Inside a desktop computer. It's a bit like the surgeon who leaves a forceps or a scalpel or a cloth or something inside a patient. And I've left me glasses inside of a computer. Oh, we have picture, but do we have source? Oh, we've got picture. Right, let's get it. Let's get a mouse. Let's try USB ones first. I don't think USB will work, but they're just more accessible than my other ones. And then we'll explain what we are doing on this. Yeah. Good day, Pred 2009. Good day. Yeah, Windows XP machine is this one. It's coming for a software bug. The reason why I'm doing it on stream, customers give me a permission to do it all on stream. Because he's got an issue with NetFramework. We don't know that. See if it does install anything. We will zoom down on here. This about as best as I'm going to get this because my VGA to HDMI adapter is gone somewhere else. I'm not too sure where it's gone. And no point going for that one. So is the all overhead? Yeah, that's about as best as we're going to get this. Yes. I can't see it myself. We're not connecting to the internet. Not yet. Don't plug into the internet. No. Well, what I was going to do is plug into internet and Internet Browser XP. New hardware found. No idea what his new hardware is. PCIe Simple Communications Controller. Well, I certainly haven't plugged anything new in. He does actually use this on the internet. Does actually use this on the internet to do his work. And I'm assuming he uses Google. Let's have a look. Yes, he's had this on internet because he's downloaded .NET Framework 1.1 for Windows XP. So he's actually had this on the internet himself. Internet Browser XP. And history. Oh, I don't know what this one is. More? No, not that one. Don't even recognize this browser. Help, no, file, options, add-ons, logins, password. Don't know even more what that one is. Don't know. Ah, history. Right, he's not used that one. So he has been on the internet with he's got Mozilla on here as well. Let's see if it's Mozilla he's been using Firefox. I know. It's more safe to use an Amiga than that. I was just looking to see if he'd used this one on the internet. Other bookmarks, recent tags now. Yeah, I don't know where his thing is. So he's obviously had that on the Tinterweb to do whatever he's doing. So let's go to control panel and just have a look. So what he's saying is he needs, and I don't get where he was showing me. He was saying he was in here, and he was in program files. I really don't get what he was saying about it being empty, which it probably would be empty in here. I don't know why it is. I mean, the 1.14 is newer than the other one, so it's probably uninstalled that one. What he was trying to say was the folder's empty. Well, the folder is empty because it's the old version, so it's probably uninstalled that and put that one on. Well, that one's got stuff in it. The other one hasn't. That one will be empty because it's uninstalled. So I'm really not sure what he was trying to achieve when he was saying he wants Net Framework installing because the folder's empty. Is it because it's not compatible with what he's trying to do? Can't see it down here. Frequency of use. It uses Adobe a lot. Name. So it'll be
PCDD, little shit.
So he has got it on there. Is any way of testing whether .framework's working? Cows! Morning, Cows. You just missed the scam caller. About 10-15 minutes ago. So I'm losing my voice. About 10-15 minutes ago, you missed the scam caller. We had for 20 minutes, and she says there's nothing getting over her. I was trying to trick her, and there was nothing getting over her. And she wanted the telephone number of my boss, so I give it telephone number of another scam call centre for her to ring. Mark, Mark R. Thank you very much. I think that says Mark R. I can't really see my eyesight on it, but thank you very much for the subscription on there. But yeah, Cows, you missed it. We did try and get a couple of sorry. Couple of references to some other names in. Sparta came up with a friend he knew called Holy Sheet, but she wouldn't repeat it. I was telling her about my next door neighbour who died, who invented the telephoto lens, called Mr. Min, first name Zhu Min. We went down dolphin trainer route as well. She was asking my name. We kept calling her Sheila as well, even though her name weren't Sheila. So we wasted about 20 minutes of her time for ringing me. So hey, let them ring. Let them ring all day long. It don't bother me. Does not bother me at all. But yeah, he did miss a little bit on that one, Cows. I know your bits turned up as well, Chaz. Did the hard drives turn up in okay? Because obviously there was a couple of hard drives in there, weren't there? I meant to ask about that because I know it's CPU. If anybody was on Monday stream, we packaged a Ryzen 7 5700G up with a couple of hard drives and some thermal paste and sent it up to Hot Cows so he can update his do not redeem. That was good. That was good. As long as they turned up. And basically the CPU what I repaired on stream replaced a couple of pins and straightened them, and had to resolder one of the pins. Got damaged in the in transit, but I think it was down to Dirk Diggler's donkey hands putting it in the box wrong, which has caused the damage. So not good. Just bought the re-release 5800X3D. Ooh, very nice. Is that a brand new one? That Predator 2009. Is that a brand new one? Well, Sparta, I was watching a video, and a lot of these call centers are training AI bots now to actually make the phone calls. I would love to get an AI one on, because I think the AI one would wouldn't hang up on you as easily. And you could take an AI one down a route and keep confusing it, because the program to keep taking you back in an infinite loop of circle, but you could then take it down another loop and keep creating like alternate universes for it until I got bored. But I would imagine I would get bored before the AI got bored. It's for the 10th anniversary. There's a lot of people buying the AM4 platform. The one I'm building, it's going to be an AM4 platform for a customer, because it's just better value when you consider how much RAM, DDR5 RAM is. Morning, Edinburgh. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Edinburgh. So anyway, question, guys, on here. It's a long time since I've done Windows XP. Is there a way of seeing which version and checking if NetFramework is working? Does anybody know off the top of their head? I know there's a command prompt to do it, but I can't remember what it is because I haven't looked at it in such a long time. Let me Google it. I've got a message. Wait there. Somebody just texted me and said they'll be here before 11, which was the guy dropping this off. Wonderful. That one's been delivered, and I've got my AliExpress things on its way as well, which is always good. All right, so Windows XP. Nothing to lose. I have some pins and syringe on order. I use I just use like a scalpel blade for straightening on mine, because I find that trying to get the syringe over the pins is sometimes difficult if they are bent too far down. Audio reset and is needed for audio. I'm going to have to go seeing if I can grind back the. Ooh, well, why don't you put a audio card in it? One of them little DACs, you know, the digital audio USB things, which are about £6. So they're about £6 cows, and it plugs into your. I'll show you one. I've got one here. Because I test computers with them. I've got one in my infinite pile of crap. There you go. So you plug that into USB, any USB, and then that is speaker out or headphone out. So that's basically a USB sound card. So if it is that and you do want to use it and it is a reset pin, you can't do it, you can buy one of those. They're about £6-7, something like that on Amazon. And if your sound card's not working, it just basically any USB and then speakers into there, and you've now got sound on your laptop or desktop or whatever you want to put it on. So that might be an option for you. Just an easy one of those. Oh, you've got a USB sound output thing. I don't have a spare slot. Ah, right, okay. Can't remember really. No, I can't remember what the command is either. It's been such a long time. So let me just Google it. Let me see what AI says. How to find out what version of NetFramework I'm running on Windows XP. Right, to quickly find out which version of more. So as it says here, to quickly find out which version of .NET Framework versions are installed in your Windows, easiest method, inspect the subfolder of your system. We've done that. By default, Windows XP does not include versions newer than .NET 2.0 unless manually installed. So we've done that. I want to see how to test if Net Framework is operational on Windows XP. See what this says. Right, to test if Net Framework is operational on XP, the fastest method is to use built-in command prompt, run the built-in verification tool. There we go. This is one we want. Yeah, I've done that. Run the Windows tool. Download Net Framework setup verification tool by Aaron Steburn from a trusted source. I want to download it over torrent and from a dodgy site. Select the specific version you want to test and drop down menu, click verify. The tool will scan the installation verification. Right, test via command prompt. You can manually force Windows to complete a basic piece of code to see if it's done. So why don't we try that one? Ha! I'm going to try it and type all this in. Me and typing do not go hand in hand. So let's bring a command prompt up and do start, run, CMD, done. Okay, dokie. Let's see if we can do this. Right, so what I need to type is, yes, it's a winner. Good. Of course, in registry, yeah. I can see the version in fairness, because I can see the installation folder and in add and remove programs. It's whether it's working. In Windows 11, it runs straight from search bar as well. I know you're not using. Yeah, this is a Windows XP machine. This one. So what it basically says is, I need to go into Windows. Oh, let me turn me auto lock off because I'm not going to be able to do this in any way, shape, or form quickly. Because I'm the slowest person at typing. Where the heck is display gone off here? Display and brightness. I've upgraded to the ISO 27, and a lot of people were saying, "Oh yeah, it's ultra quick and it does this, it does that." I'm not a great lover of how it's performing. ISO 27.1, I think I'm on, or 0.01 or something like that. I can't remember now. Right, so we're going to test this by typing some commands in. So to test it, we need to go to a couple of different directories. So we'll go to, which one am I doing there? Yeah. And I want to go to CD Windows. I know you can do this all in one go. And we want to go to Microsoft.net. Yes, and then CD framework. That's interesting. dir. Well, according to that, in there should be 2 more directories, and there's not. Look at you remembering DOS. I was brought up on DOS, but I probably forgot a lot more than I remembered. Certainly forgot more than I remembered. Oh, just go back into here. He says it should be in here. So Microsoft.net. Yeah, there's nothing in there. What's the latest version of Net Framework that can be installed on Windows XP? Sorry, I'm just asking AI. Windows XP is Framework 4.0.3. I wonder what service pack I've got. Go to that one, go to System. Aha, we have service pack 3. So I'm going to attempt at installing, according to this, I can put on latest version 4.0.3. Yeah. Put that there. Let me just boot up our Internet Explorer on here and go to that one there. And we want Let's do Net Framework 4.0 Win XP. There we go. Standalone installer. Net Framework standalone installer for 4, and that's for. I could have updated it. 2024 for a Windows XP machine. How dare they? Right, that's done. Get this on a memory stick. Better not put it on a huge memory stick because I don't know whether this PC will support anything too big. Reckon that memory stick works. No, didn't think that memory stick would work. Oh, I can check which one it is. I'll just cut it. Whatchamacallit on that, James. It'd be easy to go into registry, won't it? I can see which is installing in control panel, and it's not a particularly. I think it was 2 or something like that in control panel, which was on in add and remove. We can see down here that it's it is number 4, which is already installed. 4.0.3. So he's got the latest one. He has got the latest version. Yeah, it is 4.0.30320. Yeah, he's actually got a newer one than what you're stating, James, strangely enough. That's what is on the machine. And it is Service Pack 3. So he's definitely got the right one installed. Let me ring him, find out what the issue is, and see what he says, because this might be excuse me, more important. Morning, you're right. Yeah. Oh, is it afternoon? Oh no, it's afternoon now, isn't it? Yeah. It is flying by. Flying by. Quick one. I'm just working on your Windows XP machine on stream, like I said I would do. And you've got the latest version installed, 4.0.30320, which is the latest one that a Windows XP Service Pack 3 machine can support, and it is installed. Now, the folders you were looking at, the reason why they're empty is because they're older versions. So what it's done when it's installed latest version is delete the stuff out of the older files, so it keeps space down. So you've actually got the newest one installed. Well, according to the internet, the latest one it can support is 4.0.3, which is what you've got. And that's the latest one for Service Pack 3, because I've checked your Service Pack and I've checked on internet to see which one it is. So what is it what it's not doing or doing wrong, or what is it you're trying to start? Are you trying to install AutoCAD? Right, so is it a newer version of AutoCAD? Because what it could be AutoCAD with. And does it say what version of .NET it needs in instructions? Because on other machines, you might have an older version of .NET. Yeah, so you'd have to install 1.1, but I don't think you can have a newer one and an older one installed. But more often than not, they usually update the software and so on. Yeah. Forget about folders, because all folders do is show you part, and it's only a minuscule part of the actual installed software. If you think about when you install a piece of software, the software is a tree. All the place it puts it is like all the roots, and you're just looking at one root. And there's 1,000 different places it puts it into configuration files, into dynamic link libraries, into all sorts of different places within Windows. And that's basically what Net Framework does. It kind of works as a base area for a lot of things to integrate into. So forget about looking in the actual folders, because that won't be a representation of what is actually truly working and installed. It's in Control Panel. If you go to Control Panel and add and remove programs, you'll see it installed there. You can run some tests as well to see if it's installed, but you can see it's installed there. So what I would say is have a look at which one the program needs, and download that specific one. Go to add and remove programs, uninstall the one you don't need, being version 4, because it's just in your add and remove programs, and install the one it's saying that you need, and then try and install no, you can't copy them, mainly because if you're copying them, you're only copying them from that single folder, and it might have installed itself integrated itself into a lot more different system files and things like that. So just copying one folder just copies one area, where all the rest of the integration and the links and the things like that are all missing. So only way you can do it is by, that's why they have installers, and that's why some of these installers can take several minutes, because it's got to write bits of programs to that specific system file, to link it to that system file, to link it back to there, and it works like a chain. No. But that's probably the best way I could recommend doing that, and seeing where it goes from there. But I would say have a look at your AutoCAD, see which one it wants. Uninstall this in Control Panel and add and remove programs, which you'll be familiar with, and then just find one that you want and install that. And then fingers crossed, hopefully it'll work. I mean, you do run the risk that because you've had a newer version on, it's permanently changed something within the system, and it won't truly put everything back to zero, because Windows XP and older operating systems are a bit like that. So once you'd upgraded an integral system component like this, you can never truly revert it back. Okay, but I'll shut this one down, and then it's just let me know when you want to come pick it up. All right, see you later. Bye now. Right, so the story behind that, gents, is his AutoCAD is saying he needs version 1.3 or 1.4. He couldn't remember which it needed, and this has got version 4 on. So he's got version 1.3 or 1.4 or even 1.2 on his other machines, which are working. So you heard the rest of the conversation. I've suggested that he uninstalls 4, puts whatever version he needs on, because he didn't know which one it is, and then try and install AutoCAD to it. SCUGs, what is the error you're getting just during the stream? The error is not so much on this. The customer couldn't run, well, like I was just saying, he couldn't run AutoCAD. When he's trying to install his version of AutoCAD on it, it's saying that the .NET framework is out of date. That's why I said to him, I says, is it the right AutoCAD for the XP machine you're trying to do? And he says, yes, it's on his others. So yeah, that's basically what I've recommended he does on there. But what he was focusing on was program files. He was focusing on looking in his framework folder and then going, well, these are folders that I've got. Why is that one empty, for example? well, it's empty because that's probably one he had on, and he uninstalled when he installed that one. And that's why it's got in. And he's saying, can you just copy this? I'm worried that he's copied this because he said, well, can I just copy it over from the other PC? Well, you can't because it's an installation folder. So I'm concerned that he might have just copied these across. Because these are on 25th of the 6th, so a couple of 3 days ago he's done these. So yeah, I don't know, but there's very little else I can do on that one because I ain't got his copy of AutoCAD either to try and install it and dig down any deeper and turn off. But the good news is Windows XP is working. You've been up the scary tower yet? Yeah, it was doing that beginning of the week or last week. Was that, James? You were supposed to be climbing up with a really big one. So if you install older one, will it work? I don't know, Escug. Martin J, hello. It was XP, that one. It was Windows XP. We were looking at Martin J on Twitch. Yeah, so Escugs. My experience with XP, which is a long time ago now, I did use it a lot, is that some of the system integrated things like NetFramework and whatnot, because they changed system files when you installed a new one, even if you uninstalled the newer version, it didn't completely get rid of all the configuration of the system files which it updated. So if you took version 4 off, for example, and put version 2 on, you would still get some issues because it don't really revert everything back to version 2 status. It does it better. If you remember back in the day when we were running Windows 95, Windows 98, you used to have an installer program. We used to run the installer program, it'd take a snapshot, and then it'd record every single thing it changed. So when you uninstalled the software, anything the uninstaller which came with the software didn't uninstall, your third-party uninstaller was supposed to do. But what it would miss is things like your dynamic link libraries and DLLs and things like that, which used to knit together and make other components work. And I'm not fully versed on it, but I remember all that back from them. So I think he may still run into an issue. Let's hope he doesn't, because he needs his Windows XP machine just to keep up and running until he retires. But yeah, there's not a great deal more I can do with that. So let's move that out of the way and that one unscrew. Oh, get this. Oops, not that. Oops. Well, thankfully, that version of Windows XP did work with my USB keyboard, saved me digging out my PS2 keyboards and mouse. One up there, but just saved me digging them out. Leave that there. Revo installer, which might hunt down any stray files. Yeah, something like that might work for him. They only generally work if it was installed or running prior to you installing the other software. Again, but it was just clunky. It was a lot better than 98 and previous versions with XP because it came as a shell operating system, didn't it? But it was still a little bit that. You've just listened to it, haven't you, Nick? She did play along a little bit. I might need to download and edit the stream to whatchamacallit, to put that as another scam call center one. It weren't as good as the first one, but yeah, somebody suggested I become a monkey trainer for the next one rather than a dolphin trainer. I could always say I've fallen on hard times, and you know, it's just the upkeep of keeping dolphins is just too much. Cost of fish is going through the roof, and you know, it's just not good. The amount of balls they keep knocking out at pond as well, and next door neighbour's fence when I'm doing training with them, and next door neighbours just won't give us balls back for dolphins. It's just really, really bad. So, and also I've got a verruca, which means I can't get in water with dolphins anymore. So I'm going to have to move on to monkey training, I think. or do something like that. I don't know. We'll just see what mood takes me. She just thought I was an interesting person. She weren't too engaging, really. First guy was quite engaging. And I think he realised that I was winding him up. I think she just thought I was serious about a lot of stuff. And she was trying her best to not get dragged into it too much. I have had them beware of monkeypox. Is that speaking from personal experience, that, Nick? You got a nasty dose of monkeypox. I won't even ask what you were doing to get monkeypox. Oh. Right, just let me think what else I've got here. Let me see what these are. That's a battery, so can't do it until battery turns up. That is, we're waiting for that. That's fixed. That's completely dead. Yeah, that's gone bang altogether. That one he has decided not to pick up and pay for, which is all well and good. We won't even go into any more of those. And that one is also waiting. I know, tell a lie. That one there, he's ignoring my calls, decided not to pick up and pay for. And that one there is waiting for a battery. So I'm actually worked up. Oh. Yeah, I am all worked up. I've got no other bits and bobs in at the moment, so I've got nothing else to stream. So unless anybody has got any solutions or suggestions of what I could do, I'm going to do things like boring accounts work and stuff like that now. So should we see if there's anybody who is live, and we can always add a raid on for somebody. The only one which is live at this time of day is our friend Andy. So everybody watching on YouTube, I've put a raid on there for when we finish, and it'll pop over to Andy's stream. So thank you very much. Have a super weekend, guys. I'm at a funeral tomorrow and on Thursday, Thursday and Friday, unfortunately. So I won't be streaming until next week on that. So hope we do well tonight in football. Not that I'm a football fan, but if you're watching it, hope we do well. And yeah, everyone have a good time. Take care, and I will catch people next week. Twitch, unfortunately, there is nobody I can raid on Twitch. So tis next week. But I will be back live next week. Make sure you hit that like, follow, subscribe button if you are new to us. Very much appreciated. Just say hello to Andy if you are going over to Andy on YouTube. Thank you very much again, guys. Take care. Bye-bye now.